Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England. It's the NFL International Series on EA Sports.
Hello, emoji waving hand. Welcome to the Minnesota Tour channel.
As we'll see J.J. McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England.
Skol Vikings.
Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Vikings to go on offense for the first time, and it's a rookie at the helm, the 10th overall pick back in April out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator the team is facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On play action, now McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched down in the
JJ.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
Oh, I look like a touchdown.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
We're going to the hamster.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Oh, no.
He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
That wasn't a fumble.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but
Now I got to deal with Rodgers. And Rodgers.
And he just gave up at a minimum.
Phillips and Hargrave.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. There's a fake on the Jets sweep instead.
Pace.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 21 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about
what's Iran?
being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's going to be
Gink.
knocked down.
Ginky.
6-yard line. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. And that particular play just came from the outside.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Vikings ball.
All right, now it's time to saddle up McCarthy
Here for their second drive of the game.
and do what you do. Slot,
Remember, next
wheel,
week they have the open week, so they're going to get
Jefferson,
some extended
Myers.
rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now McCarthy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th. Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. Over Storm Brave. Bring the blitz.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball,
And cover
the biggest
one hole.
playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Huge breaking news.
Down only to about the 46.
Huge breaking news.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So this
3rd down and
defense,
2.
Charles, really played
Let's
well
do
in that win a week ago.
But we certainly
too
had a nice
tight.
conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard,
Cover one
I
hole.
like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Slant left.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets
Hargraves
first down.
if it got
It's a gain
there.
of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes
Base
you're trying to find
defense.
the open guy and get him the ball.
Check.
He did exactly
Silver
that
shoot
and
pitch.
found a way to pick up a first down.
Rodgers throw taken in by Adams.
Oh, right.
And touchdown, New York. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
See, Rodgers is changing the plays. When you change the play back, it's a little bit of a game
Just how good they are right there on that play.
in England.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of
Can't
any
believe he
series.
fumbled in
And
the
a
red
big streak
zone.
like that only
That's
adds to their reputation as the
unacceptable.
league's best offense.
Also, I want to check Israeli media too.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
7-0 Jets. First quarter, 12-minute quarters. Well, thank you for being here.
Now the Vikings offense works
I do believe we got a new playbook. Start out in our old I formation, inside zone lead.
Charles, this is
It's
a
there.
You have to think really it's relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch
Game
time.
8.
While they're playing this one, they've got to take care of business first.
The numbers for Jones last week, 11 carries, 58 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there. And they've been playing their best ball of the season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game. He's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games.
Get by the first level.
Can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Let's check this.
On play action, McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson.
3rd and 1. Quick call, quick call. ISO.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
That's a face mask. Quick call, quick call. Let's go Z close, PA cross. Jefferson, Addison. Blitzers.
Here's McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, TJ Hawkinson.
Quick call, quick call. Halfback stretch. It's there.
As they've got things rolling on this drive. And some room to roam now.
Take a little break.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Aaron Jones has little juice left in the tank.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Close. Let's do a BA boot shot. Looking for Hawkinson or Jefferson. It's going to beat Addison.
McCarthy to throw on 1st and 10.
Almost got sacked.
The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Vikings had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season.
Pistol.
Last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind in the best way to get in that
PA post. This is Addy all the way.
Feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Oh.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
For the Vikings. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit.
7-yard gain.
He'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Yeah, punt it. Punt it. Punt it. Job cut. KOC. Straight rush.
Where he was on the field. Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
2:22.
Possession goes over here on the punt, and the Vikings will take
Let's go back to the offensive coordinator.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
Gain 3.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Jefferson.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh my goodness. How many drops are we going to have today, fellas?
Couldn't hang on, third down.
Drive out.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's McCarthy.
No.
Not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Jets now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. The Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw to
Gain of 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. What are we going to call? Let's check their D. Got too tight. Let's go that safety blitz, which will be Harry.
The way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now this one to his
Gain of 3.
and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to
The blitzing hasn't been working, so we're going to look for a cover 6. Show blitz. And we're going to slant outside the D line. No. Lazard.
Down the left sideline. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Sirline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown.
Jake says nobody even knows what to say before.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Looking to throw McCarthy. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Hassan Reddick. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss.
Get beyond this game. It's rigged.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and
The
20.
Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Citizens, our allies, and stability for the Middle East. Well done to our military personnel to the next.
To the air with McCarthy.
At some point, there will be
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
What is this problem today? That wasn't even close.
Back to right around the 26
JJ.
line.
President Trump will be speaking in a power.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And
Gain of 1.
a lot of room
Gain of 3.
right there on the 1st down run. He gets
Heck.
maybe 3.
Let's cover 2. Sink. Sink.
The running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Got a man, that's Lazard. They'll head out of bounds.
If you don't get the Rodgers, this isn't even fair, his rating.
He had the touchdown.
Sam will blitz.
To get him a 1st down.
President Trump, President Trump,
Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now Sirline on and the extra point.
this is an historic moment.
And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Yes, of course. We will definitely have the speed.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going.
Their weakness is the.
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession when they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. McCarthy. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
All again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Rodgers now to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Ever since I changed the
39 yards on the
playbook,
just 1 yard
I can't do anything.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Hawk.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, they'll throw in McCarthy, escaping the pressure right. That's to the sideline and pulled
There,
in.
finally, you jackass.
Other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this
These guys are not performing.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To the air again, McCarthy. There's Jefferson to pull that in.
Jet. This game, I'm not quitting it. I'm not restarting. Whatever happens, happens. Can't force it. That's what she said.
That might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given up much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, shit then. We'll just be a running team. If that's what you guys want.
Seems like maybe I assume that they were much that the attacks by the U.S. on the continent.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. There's Addison.
Jordy, that's my boy, number 3.
3-yard touchdown pass.
Welcome to the show.
Able to cut into that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays.
This is
Magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And makes it across the 20. These guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what
Gain 3. Let's go. Cover 9, show 2.
Through the air first. Maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Rodgers to throw on second down. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
Come on, guys.
Goes, but he takes
Cover 6 invert. Gameplay. Greenard.
on first down. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on it, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And Rodgers is going to go down.
Yeah, purple power.
And he'll record his 5th sack of the season.
5 sacks in 5 weeks, baby. Well, let's go settle up and do it again. Cashman, let's go.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers has taken in by his big tight end.
Of course,
And this is going to turn into
Rodgers recognized blitz, found the tight end. Great, great player. Coverage, show blitz. Let's go, Hargrave. Get your ass in there. Atta boy.
and nothing much materializing there on the first down run.
Big 9-5. Let's go. Mid blitz 0. Zimmer D. Tight on the line.
And gave the teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he's going to be
Cash. He's dead. Oh my God, they killed Rodgers. Over Storm Brave. Let's do it again.
shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, yeah. Cash.
It's a loss of 10.
Takes them out of... They're going for it? Field goal. Formation. Special. Block return.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now they're going to punt it. Oh.
But I don't know how many American ships they attacked. They were attacking a bunch of ships. But does Hezbollah, which is right next to Israel, and
Field goal return.
Trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and this is good. He got
Oh, wow.
just enough to
62.
as he drops it in from long distance, and that will extend their lead even
Oh,
further.
my
I
God.
don't know if you ever go into
All
a
right,
game
JJ.
expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles not only attempted, but make
get one of the longest kicks.
Got 156, 3 timeouts. We have to go for 2. Not necessarily. Corner strike. Jets wound up.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Up the middle, Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Off-play action. McCarthy. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's caught inside the 35.
Nice catch, Jordy.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. Catch number 100 for his career.
Slip screen, slip screen. Everybody slip screen.
First and 10 here. And
Triangle.
They can just get 3 out of this. There's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first
Jordan
half. So how about the play call
or Jefferson?
Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to pull them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Hurry up.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing again, McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings get a late score.
He's wide open.
Of the first half.
Kick the field goal. Don't you dare miss it. Nailed it.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Try the onside or practice.
A 6-play drive. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Jets have got it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right.
It's getting Rogers' face with a double mug. Mid blitz 0.
Superior team that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On the draw, it's Hall, and he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their time.
Do it again.
As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise.
Do it again.
That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that is incomplete.
That's a punt, baby.
Right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
Missed it.
He's got the distance, but it's no good.
Okay, now. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yo, yo. Rodgers started up pretty hot.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First,
Clear out.
You missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Where's the flag?
12 seconds left.
Try this screen quick, get in a field goal range, and bang one.
Tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls practice
Looking
before,
good.
But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. McCarthy. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Jacoby Myers, the new Minnesota investment.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point cut. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
They didn't start it. So,
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
24-13, 11-point game, third quarter in England. Jets, 24. 3 receivers.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the
Cover
second
3
half.
Sky, cover 3 Sky.
Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well.
Stay on him. Stay on target.
They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely.
Weak blitz.
Coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways.
Ooh.
What they saw in that first half.
the situation unfolding in the run. Out of an
Rodgers
abundance
now on
of
first
caution,
down.
deploying additional
Throw knocked away. It's
Rodgers.
diplomatic
2nd and 10.
Ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least
Attack the middle of the field. Put the
Now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
cash.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One more time.
3rd and 9 here.
Dan Lamont
Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Tight end every time.
It's right at midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Of course they can fire some missiles or drones. I don't really know how effective that would
From
be.
midfield, here's Rodgers.
Although maybe they fire more of them or something.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Possible though,
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
soft targets.
Rodgers going to throw. Ruckert holding it in on the out route.
I don't know.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Something else. I just think if they're trying to actually impact, I think it's pretty clear right now unless they can seriously
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So I would not be
But they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
really important.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
7 yards.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
You know, I don't know what the terms, the attempted terms are going to be imposed on a run.
On 2nd down, here's
The
Rodgers.
U.S. has said they don't want it to enrich your rating in a run.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete.
Go along with
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal.
the
zone. It's incomplete.
Good job, defense.
Depart and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will
Hello, everybody.
even further.
It's time for the miracle in England.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult.
I think he's too slow to be back there. All right, formation.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll go again to Jones. And nice run past the 30-yard line there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. McCarthy off the play fake. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now McCarthy sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
According to Lucas Tomlinson from Fox, Sean Henry.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now McCarthy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Oh my God.
By the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard
Just gotta
line.
finish this game. It's annoying.
This for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't
Gun,
shake his
gun, gun,
confidence.
gun.
That confidence, it might be shaken
Well,
because that
3-3.
is 4 interceptions
Outside linebacker blitz 1.
It has to be shaken. Would be human if you weren't.
Get on Hargrave.
You're a veteran. 4 interceptions. You're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him
Nobody
out
home.
and trying again another
Gun
day.
doubles
Because
halfback
teams have
weak.
really sinned thus far.
Gun
They've done a
doubles.
nice job against
Wow.
him, but
Halfback
still,
weak.
with his talent,
Hey,
Show
guys,
blitz.
have more completions to him in this game.
We have 55 minutes until Trump speaks.
Throwing is Rodgers.
55 minutes.
Conklin, the tight end.
Oh,
9 yards,
Fatox
not
pointed,
quite
Fatox
enough,
News
and
pointed
they'll
out
be
the
now
New York
third
Times
and 1.
reports.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah.
The New York Times reports, where is it here?
Not many guys want to come over
That
and put
a
head on
news
and do
anchor
that.
said on Iranian state television, Mr. Trump started it and we will end
Yeah, he's
it.
going to be out of bounds, but not before
And
he
it showed
takes
a
it
large
inside
graphic
the
of
40.
American bases in the Middle East with the headline, within the fire range of Iran.
Not the case.
And now we get into the psychology
So,
of the
again,
whole
you know,
thing, because a lot of teams with a
That is a
two-score
pretty
lead in the
common
third
thing
quarter,
for Iran to
almost
make
become
big threats toward the
defensive with
U.S.
their offense,
and
just
Israel.
playing not to
We'll have to
lose.
just see what
I think
happens.
with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great
Oh,
spot
what did
for them
Marin
to go
News
into
post?
attack mode.
Hold on.
Really try and put the hammer.
And they're into the
I'm
end
seeing
zone.
another
It's not
piece of
verified
information
yet.
here.
Hold on, there is a flag down.
Mayor News Agency.
Oh my God.
So obviously they will decline the penalty
Oh,
there, and the
so
result is
Mayor
6
News
points.
Agency, which is state media, posted a clip from Iranian TV it says TV expert, from now on, every American citizen and expert in the region will be a legitimate target.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Also, it looks like this expert said the Iranian nation knows how dishonorable you are. And it looks like the expert said no specific explosion was heard and Trump is probably bluffing. Those last two things, I can't tell if it's the expert or Mirror News. But this was opposed on state media.
He and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
Just to be clear, that's not an official announcement from Iran that every American citizen is an expert in the region will be a legitimate target. But it's state media reposting that clip of an expert saying that on TV. Mirror News state media reports that the entrance and exit of the Fordo site have been damaged. I wouldn't expect necessarily complete openness from Iranian state media about the exact level of damage at these sites.
And that's it. And quickly they get to the line. On play action, McCarthy.
A strategic advisor to the Speaker of Parliament, Hedi Mohammadi, in Iran, said that nuclear sites have long been evacuated and the facilities have not suffered irreversible damage in this attack. I don't know what to make of that. I'm just passing that along.
Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Being chased out left. And he's got this to
Jet.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. There go play action. Here's McCarthy rolling to his right. This is caught.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Hockenson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown,
Hang on a moment, everyone.
He comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there.
A U.S. official told ABC News B-2 bombers were used in the attack. Okay. About 51 minutes until Trump speaks. About 51 minutes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. They go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Before the strike, the Iranian defense minister had said if the U.S. attacks Iran, all U.S. bases are within our reach and we will boldly target them. I don't know if that's really going to happen. Tens of thousands of soldiers of the U.S. are stationed across Iraq, Syria, and the Gulf states and elsewhere, says the Washington Post.
All the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Bernie Sanders
on the carry. Good
says that Bernie Sanders posted on his social media, and he calls it an unconstitutional attack.
Ball in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this to Lazard. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. 13 yards as the quick
Multiple
slant
outlets,
the drive moving.
like CBS's Jennifer Jacobs, are saying that Trump administration gave Israel a heads up, which I'm not at all surprised about,
And he can only manage to
before
get
the
a
strikes.
couple.
And Trump and Netanyahu spoke after the U.S.
They
bombings were
suspected
completed.
it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they
Wow,
that
what
defense
is
got downhill
going to
in a
happen
hurry and
next?
limited
I
them to
have
just a
no
couple on 1st
idea.
down.
Ball
I do
on
not
the
know
39.
where this is all
Here's the
going.
2nd and 8.
I have no idea.
Here's Rodgers.
I would
They'll
be
set up the
careful
screen
with
for Hall.
videos floating around claiming to show the bombings.
A good job
My guess
defensively
is
to
that
hold
some of
that
those
to 4
videos are not
yards,
legit.
and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing.
Darko
and they shut
Veras,
that
our
one down
viewer,
with a
thinks
little
World
gain.
War III
They'll come
started.
up facing 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. This hold in by Conklin.
Oh,
And this is
get-
going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man here. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes right side. And he will bring this
Yes.
all the way back out to midfield.
That was a huge turnover in the red zone. Is it good, though?
It's a turning point here in the 3rd quarter.
I'm
That
looking at
swings the door
Fox
back
News
open
report.
just a
Fox
bit.
News report.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have
They
it
say,
right.
is this from tonight?
Oh, my
U.S.
God.
stealth bombers targeted and destroyed
Trey White
3
flex.
Iran fortified underground nuclear
They
sites,
say
says
the
Fox
knee was
News.
down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And as
Oh,
they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as
Fox
time has run
News'
out
Jennifer
on
Griffin
this 3rd quarter.
reports that the
This is
B-2
the
bombers,
National Football
which were
League on
reportedly
EA
headed
Sports.
west to Guam,
Again,
actually
they'll
headed
throw
east,
Rodgers.
maybe over
And
the
stopped
Atlantic.
a few
I
yards
just saw that
shy
on the
of
Fox
goal line
News
at
site.
the 3. And a stoppage here. We're going to
Hold
need
on
to
a second.
take
Did she
moment
post
as
about
the
this?
Jet was shaken up on that one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
So Fox News says
Able to get a couple here,
the mission followed reports of 6 B-2s taking off from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri around midnight. While initial chatter suggested the aircraft were headed west toward Guam, Fox News national security correspondent Jennifer Griffin noted the true flight path was likely east, directly toward Iran, in what appears to have been a calculated deception.
Touchdown, Jets.
Look, that's what she says. I don't know if that's true. I'm just telling you that's on Fox News right now. That's their
And the
reporting.
Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th
A
quarter
westbound
advantage.
route would have taken too
So that
long
connects on the
to
extra
match the
point. And
strike's
lead down
timing.
to
A
3
direct eastern
touchdowns in
route was
21.
roughly 15 hours.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Minnesota's
I don't know
offense
if it's
takes
true. I'm just
over
telling you it's a Fox
possession.
News report. I'm literally
Just
just
looking
quoting you
ahead,
from
it
the
would
story.
appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want
And
to
maybe,
chew on. A
look,
poor
some of you
performance
were
from
saying
start
like
to
maybe it
finish.
wasn't even those B2s.
On 1st down,
But
McCarthy.
I'm just passing along the Fox News report.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, McCarthy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team,
Cheyenne,
they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Cheyenne Sardizadeh, who is, he's with BBC. I want to show you his post. He covers, he specializes in like misinformation online and stuff that's posted as true but is actually false. He says, let me make it easy for everyone. Every single video and image that is currently going viral online, claiming to show the aftermath of the U.S. strikes on Iran's Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan nuclear sites is false. They all show airstrikes or explosions from days, weeks, or months ago.
Throwing on 1st down. Fighting through pressure. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw McCarthy.
My God.
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How many drops can he have against the Jets.
If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
McCarthy going to throw again. Work in the middle of the field.
43 minutes until President Trump speaks.
First down as the
He is
tackle
supposed
made
to
at the
speak
Jets'
at
41-yard line.
43 minutes, guys. 43 minutes. We will have live coverage of Trump speaking in 40
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because
Phil Stewart from Reuters says Fox News says U.S. used 30 Tomahawk missiles on other Iranian nuclear sites. I guess that would be the two non-Fordo ones.
McCarthy to throw on second down. He sets up the screen to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
Yes, 30 Tomahawk missiles. Fox News says, Sean Hannity said,
and this one goes nowhere.
6 bunker buster bombs on Fordo and 30 Tomahawk missiles from U.S. submarines.
But how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On second down, it's McCarthy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Williams to return. And the Jets are going to take over.
Quinnen Williams with a pick?
6
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
At the other 2 facilities.
Oh, they'll try the Jets sweep here with Lazard. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. A loss on that play. And now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
Says,
but in this case, they gave
according to Sean Hannity, 6 bunker buster bombs on Fordo, 30 Tomahawk cruise missiles launched from U.S. submarines.
Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
And Isfahan.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Oh, my God. Justin fumbled?
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen.
Rigged.
Down this big in the fourth
You'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Jennifer Griffin says that President Trump told Sean Hannity that all
54 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
Breaking news! Breaking news! Breaking news, guys!
With a second and just a few inches left.
Trump told Reuters in a phone interview.
But the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know.
Trump told Reuters in a phone interview they should stop immediately, otherwise they'll get hit again.
Exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
To repeat, Trump to Reuters in brief phone interview. This was an amazing success tonight. They should make peace immediately. They should stop immediately. Otherwise, they'll get hit again. Stop what? I'm a little confused. What are they stopping? What does it mean for them to stop? Because what they've been doing so far is, fire missiles and drones in response to the Israeli attack. So I'm sure he doesn't just mean stop firing missiles and drones. It sounds like the U.S. and Israel want Iran to agree to some terms.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
Oh, my gosh. Only 37 minutes.
Let's get back on track here.
Until Trump speaks from the White House.
I guess it's time
Only
now to
37 minutes.
Leadership. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I don't know where this is all going. Hey, where all the nothing ever happens, folks? What happened to them? Where did they go? The nothing ever happens crew. Come on, nothing ever happens crew. Come on, you're not gonna show out. You're not gonna represent.
Now on first down, going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down, here's Jones. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Forced out to his left.
Jonathan Karl. It sounds like Trump is on the phone about it. Jonathan Karl of ABC just said, Jonathan Karl of ABC News says, I called President Trump about 10 minutes ago. He didn't talk details or next steps, but he wanted to say this, tremendous success tonight.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I called President Trump about 10 minutes ago. He didn't talk details or next steps, but he wanted to say this tremendous success.
On second down, it's Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down in the 38. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. McCarthy, third and short yardage. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll take over inside the 45.
What in the Sam heck?
And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. From the 35, here's second down and 1. Here's Hall again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Eventually, there'll be some statement from the Supreme Leader of Iran, I assume.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Here's second and 10.
Lazard will go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away.
I'm just trying to get you the latest updates here. Oh, is there a statement from the Revolutionary Guards? Hold on.
3rd down.
Hang on a moment.
He's got his target.
Let me check some of Iranian statement.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yards there on the play and a fresh set
What
of
a
downs.
development.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Give to Hall running right, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run, it's Hall. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts
Travis
out the hard
Mackey,
half
our
grabs
viewer,
the
says,
lunch
I want
pail
to
and
see
tells
video.
everyone,
I'm guessing
we're gonna give you a full
eventually
60
you will see
minutes,
video.
and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Whew,
Zerline
guys,
connects on the extra
what
point.
next?
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
5 picks, 3 fumbles. This just doesn't seem right.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Get this over with.
There are several reports
They can't do
that
much at this point, partner. This one is
that
gonna go down
Democratic
in the
leaders
loss
of
column.
Congress
You
were
don't make
not
up for
free
what
on
has
this.
happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you.
That's,
if you
for
so
example,
choose.
Lisa
But otherwise,
Desjardins
just
of
kneel down,
PBS
call it a
is
day,
reporting
and
that.
try and prepare going forward.
Speaker Johnson, she says, Senate
he'll be
Leader
out of
Thune
bounds
were
across
missed
the
on the
30-yard
operation.
line.
I've seen a couple reports like that. I mean, I don't know
Appears
for
that
sure.
the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a
Oh,
review.
I'm sure
God.
we'll eventually hear more about that.
Everything
I'm going to turn it down to 10-minute quarters. This is too long.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
One of our viewers, Strikers Fishing TV, says our problem will be with Russia and China.
30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note
Oh
despite
my gosh.
trailing big.
Hey,
and it looks like what they're trying
have
to do here by
30
pushing
minutes,
the ball downfield.
30 minutes until Trump speaks.
How about another pick to
Good
Sauce
night,
Gardner?
Strikers Fishing TV,
Sauce
Miss
Gardner
Kirby,
gets it off.
Deborah Wiley, Fabian Dirks, Pro
Finish
Angle
the
Flats, and Robbie Rubino,
game.
309, Van Freeman, John Oliver, just thanking a few people. Cam, Kiwi, God Soldier, Dream Squad HD, Beach, Richie W, Brianna Brooke, Patrick Tuttle, Jason Carlton, Drift Outlaw, Hebrew Jerusalem Prince, Smooth, Andrew Devon, More Reverb, R. Kemi Form, The Cars Are, AMR, In and Out of the Abyss, Matt,
Come on.
a few more, Sam Morgan, Losty, Tooth Decay,
Finally.
Rim Channel, I'll say Quitter, Trading Space,
That
Old Media
defense.
Gibbs, Cardinal Glick, Nat Viking, Shraggy Stern.
Rogers, if he gets hot, he targeted every
What's the top gear you can get into? This offense,
blitz.
They certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance.
Cashman at 21 tackles and 2 sacks. Holy, what a game. Quinnen Williams, 2 sacks, or 10 tackles, a sack, a pick, and 2 forced fumbles. Yeah. Wow. No Vikings, no Vikings. Week 1, Jefferson.